Well, hello, everyone. Come on in. Have a seat. My name is Wes, and you have tuned into Coffee with Wes. I serve as the interim pastor at the First Baptist Church of Cutler, and I am so glad you made it today. And we're going to be together here for just a few moments. And so this is what we do whenever we come on. We come on about this time, Monday through Friday, and we do a couple things. We sit down, we drink coffee together, and then we look at a topic of the week, I guess you might say, and it goes along with what we're going to have as our Bible study on Sunday mornings at the First Baptist Church of Cutler. We have Bible study at 9:45 on Sundays. So that's part of what we do, and we kind of get an overview of that. But we also try to take something out of the Word, something out of our discussion that we can use in our life every day, and we can take with us for the day, because sometimes we just need a little jump start, or we need a little thought, something to put in the back of our mind as we go through the grind of the day, right? Am I wrong? And so that's what we try to do. So we try to do a couple things, and it's always good to see you folks today. So let's go ahead and get started. The big idea today is that God blesses as we serve others, and that God honors selfless acts. And so we're going to see that in our passage. We're going to look at 2 Kings chapter 4. I'm going to read verses 11 through 13. One day, Elisha returned to Shunem, and he went up to his upper room to rest. Now, remember that if you joined us, if you were here yesterday, we have Elisha the prophet, who makes some kind of traveling around. Is his job as the prophet, and he goes through this little village of Shunem, and one of his tours through the little village, he meets this woman and her husband, and they share some food with him. They show some hospitality, and the woman discerns that he's a man of God, a prophet of God. And so she has her husband, the little honeydew, list, invites her husband to go ahead and, let's build an extra room on the roof. And so when he comes, he has a place to stay. And so that's what he's doing here in verse 11. He had come to Shunem. He's gone up to the upper room where he has this little apartment, and he's resting. Verse 12. And he said to his servant Gehazi, or Gehazi, I never know how to pronounce it. Let me give you a little insight on pronouncing biblical words. If you don't know how to pronounce them, just pronounce it and just say it with great confidence, and nobody will know the difference. So verse 12, he said to his servant Gehazi, tell the woman from Shunem, I want to speak to her. When she appeared, Elisha said to Gehazi, tell her, we appreciate the kind concern that you've shown us. What can we do for you? Can we put in a good word for you to the king or the commander of the army? No, she replied, my family takes good care of me. So Elisha, grateful for the woman's kindness, wants to bless her in return, wants to do something for her because she's done something for him. And he had great influence with the king and also with the commander of the army. We read in some of the chapters previous to chapter 4, we see some of his encounters that he has with them. But when he asked her what she wanted or what he could do for her, she replies that she had all that she needed. I have everything I need. Her service for Elisha was genuine and no strings attached, just doing it for him. Our culture today and that culture back then often expects a return on investment. One of the sayings that I've heard since I was in college was that, hey, listen, I'll do a favor for you, and in return, you do a favor for me. So I'll do something for you, but, what are you going to do for me? We always attach something to it. And very rarely is anything done with no strings attached. But evidently, in this situation, that's what the woman did. She was just trying to do something nice for Elisha. The Lord, although he values the things that we do, the service that we provide without a personal agenda, without strings attached. You know, when we serve out of love and we serve out rather than trying to get any kind of recognition, then what we are doing is reflecting the heart of Jesus, and he blesses that. And that leads us to the thought for today. True service doesn't look for a reward, but it often receives one from the Lord. So think about that today as you go about blessing other people and your acts of service. Just do them without expecting anything in return, and don't be surprised when the Lord blesses you or you receive a reward from the Lord and not from the person you're doing the favor for. Okay, folks, that's our time together today. That's our little devotion, I guess, if you will, a little conversation. Let's drink another sip of the coffee, and let's get out there on this Tuesday. Oh, by the way, if you were wondering, the trash man has already come. He's already emptied the trash. I already brought my container back up to the house. So I'm ready to start my day. I hope you are as well. See you again real soon. Bye for now.